It's really sad, man.
It is really sad. But I think the same way last time we all said, if you want to fight, you got to come back and you got to be fit. I think this one, if he wants to fight again, I think you've got to accept the L and fight
Undercard.
Low undercard.
Yeah.
And then we had Alex Wasabi and
Deji, man.
Deji.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sad.
this is a sad one. This is a very sad
yeah,
one.
Yeah. Like we were. Well, obviously, everyone's genuinely behind Deji. I predicted him to win. Did you in your prediction?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what I will say, like he did really, I'm proud of Deji because he did really well. He represented himself incredible this time. He clearly put the work in for this fight. He's clearly improved his boxing. He's clearly improved his mindset, and it's just sad to see him not win. I think he looked really good as well. He looked
really good, especially dodging and stuff like the rolling.
Yeah.
The thing is, again, wanted Deji to win. Alex Wasabi is. I met him at JJ's Logan fight. He's such a nice guy.
Yeah, seems like a nice guy.
He's so nice. And then even things like, so there's one bit where someone ran into the ring.
Yeah.
And I swear he shouts something. He goes, "Oh, I said I'd do this on TikTok," or something like that.
Right.
And obviously then he just gets lifted out.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious.
Yeah, thrown down.
But I looked at Alex Wasabi at that point, and he looks straight at Deji and kind of mouths, "Are you alright? Like, are you good?"
Mad.
I thought, bro, this guy is like, you're fighting him. You can't be nice to him now. Be nice after. Be nice whatever. But
I really thought that was unfair. Like the fact that the guy ran in. Obviously, first of all, like you can't do that into a fight anyway. But I felt like both fighters would have negatively been affected by that.
Yeah,
like you're fighting and now your flow's changed and now you got to go back and stand in a corner. You're in the fight mode in the round. You got to now just keep going, keep staying fit. It's not good, is it? Like
no.
And then
you're a dickhead.
You got to think like you're fighting and I think, is someone else gonna run in again? Like it's not what you want to see at a fight.
Because the guy came in right behind Alex Wasabi as well.
Right.
Because you see Alex Wasabi kind of flinch.
Okay, yeah. Oh god.
Yeah, it was so stupid. Like how do you even get there?
Because we know.
Well, we know how you get there.
Yeah.
But as in, because I could have made it into the ring at any point.
Yeah.
There was the only thing between me and that was a person writing down scores who was like 70.
Yeah. Yeah.
I could have easily got into the ring. It wasn't going to make a difference.
I mean, we would have got thrown out again by Deji's security.
Oh yeah.
But you can get into
like I shouldn't be able to get into the ring.
Yeah. I mean, you watch football games, you watch other boxing events. There are stewards, aren't there? There's stewards. There are security. I lie. I saw one security at the event, but it was at the area where they walk into the ring. Which, you expect security to be or someone or a ticket person, or a staff somewhere to just stop these people getting in. But yeah, it's just annoying, man. But anyway, Deji, he looked really good. Like, his rolls, his dodging was incredible. Actually, like he didn't look like he was ever gonna get knocked out. He didn't look like he was ever gonna get pressured much in that fight. But what it felt like, it was like, right, round one over. Okay, it looks like I think Alex won that round. But you look like you took care of yourself. You were dodging. You were doing the right things. Second round was the same again. In every round, it was like,
when are you gonna do something?
Yeah, you got to go now. And there's one glimpse, I think, in the fourth round where Deji was actually landing a little bit and looked like he could have gone on and done something, but again, it kind of like faded out.
Yeah.
So,
he kept doing these like really sick dodges.
Yeah.
And then would kind of just either push Alex away.
Yeah.
Or step away.
Mm.
And it was one of those things where it's like, okay, you've done the dodge.
Now counter.
Now just throw a punch.
Yeah.
Even if it doesn't land, just throw it and then step back.
Yeah.
If he had done that,
it was definitely the best performance he's ever done in boxing.
Oh, by a
he was
mile.
in shape. Everything was right, but he just didn't perform.
Yeah.
He didn't do the right things. So I think he was capable of doing the right things, he just didn't do them. And if you think about the future, like, can he fight? I think now, like, it's really annoying because like he's lost 3 times. So it's not in a great spot to go and fight again. But I think he can fight again now.
Yeah. Now that he's showed that he can actually be serious.
Yeah, he can beat someone. I mean, Alex was much taller, wasn't he? Much bigger. It was the same sort of thing that JJ had with Logan, where you have to get in the inside. You have to pester them. Like, Logan can keep you out with his jab, but you got to get in there and just be a nuisance.
Well, that's what I found weird was I felt like Alex was the one that wanted to be up close.
Yeah.
Like it felt like Alex was the one that was almost like trying to grapple, and then was like wriggling out of it, trying to.
Yeah, I think that Deji needed to be smart. He needed to be a smarter boxer, didn't he? You know, when you are clinching, try and land a few then, or try and make yourself a nuisance.
Yeah.
It was more. It was kind of like, you know, right, I've dodged you. Let's get back into it now.
Yeah.
But you got to react, right?
He went for like the technical side of boxing.
Yeah.
Trying to like look good, but not doing enough to win.
I was thinking it'd be interesting to see Deji in this form fight Jake in that first fight, because Deji did all right in that first fight, didn't he? In terms of
again, he has to throw.
He has to throw. Yeah.
That's the issue.
And
Alex was a lot better than I thought he was going to be. As well.
Fair play. Yeah, shout out to Alex, man. He did well.
Like I thought, he looks like he'll just be quite slim and like a stick kind of thing. And he turned up. He was a lot bigger than I thought as well.
Yeah.
He looked good. He looked like I don't know. That fight it's painful because I'm not going to sit here and say, oh no, Deji won that, because he didn't.
No.
Yeah, I think Deji will try and fight again, but I felt like the last time he fought, and obviously we all said the same thing to him, like, bro, you have to come back and you have to be fit, because that's the issue. Is I think Deji always focuses on one thing.
Yeah.
And like the last fight, everyone said, oh yeah, like you're powerful. That is what you are. You're a power puncher and you've got a fast punch.
Yeah.
So he trained just to punch. Didn't work in the first 30 seconds. He's tired.
And
this one, everyone went stamina.
Yeah.
He learned stamina. He learned how to not get hit. That was it.
Yeah, but he could have gone for many more rounds. How could you ever say that? But you could never say that about Deji before.
No.
Before, you'd look at him and be like, right, Deji, you've disappointed yourself here because you've not put the work in to win that fight. This one, it's like you did put the work in. You know, it looks like you prepared for this fight. You're fit now. You know, you can dodge now, but it wasn't enough. It's really sad, man.
It is really sad. But I think the same way last time we all said, you know, if you want to fight, you got to come back and you got to be fit. I think this one, if he wants to fight again, I think you've got to accept the L and fight
undercard,
low undercard.
Yeah.
Like if you say JJ fights someone, for example, say he fights Jake, and there is a chance to fight on the undercard, you got to take it and accept you're going to be low and not get paid much.
Yeah, and I want to see someone like more on his kind of like
size.
Yeah.
Yeah, he keeps fighting people that are taller than him.
Yeah.
It's yeah. I don't know who he could fight though. Like him versus. I wonder whether Weller would take the fight.
I wonder,
because looking at Deji and looking at his record, you're thinking Deji should be an easy fight. I'd take that.
Yeah. No, two big names as well. Really would still a fight, wouldn't it? They should fight, man. I'd love to see that.
Yeah.
And I think yesterday was really annoying. Really sad because like you said before, when Deji lost before, you think that you'd be like, right, you've lost, but you could have done more.
Yeah.
Today you're like, well, last night you lost. Yes, you could have done more, but more so
it
like
looks like you really tried.
Yeah, you put your heart into it. You put you've trained for it. It's just sad, man. I wish you won. That's why I was more annoyed. Like a lot of the fans after that was like, who do you think is gonna win, man? I'm like, it's not the time, is it? Like, just seeing your mate probably lose, and you're like, I don't want to talk to you.
That's the thing. We get asked for interviews from every like boxing thing, which obviously all the fans hate seeing us on anyway because we know nothing about boxing.
Yeah.
But they all came and asked, can we get your thoughts on the fight? Thinking, bro, no. I'm not in the mood to do a talk.
Like if you won, man. Oh,
if he did it,
not now. I'm sad. I don't
want to sit there and say to you, he did well. Just you have to be professional. I was talking to Charlie about this. How if you put a camera on me, like you're holding a camera, and you go like, say Kenny. You're talking about the Kenny fight. Yeah. You're like, how did Kenny do? I'd be like, bro, he smashed it. Like, look at him. Like, he's come out here. He's trained, blah, blah, blah. He's sick.
Yeah.
And then you put a boxing YouTube channel. Oh, how do you think Kenny did? Yeah, he did really well. You have to answer like that. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't know why you turn into this media mode.
Well, I think it's like football, isn't it? You talk about the sport, don't you? The game, rather than like, if if you don't interview a fan after the game to be like, it turns into more of like the Arsenal fan TV emotional side of it. Whereas when you want someone to speak about the sport, you want the professional aspect of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, yeah, and then also you don't want like, Deji's just lost a fight. You don't want to then be like you filming a video for someone like, talking. No, I'm not here for myself. I'm here for Deji.
Yeah.
Deji's just lost. I don't want to talk. No, I don't want to get a photo with some. I mean, we'll take a photo because it's nice to take a photo. But like, you're sad right now. Deji just lost.
Yeah.
It's not. I don't feel right, does it? So it's like not the time and place, really. But I don't know. It's so sad, man.
Yeah, it is. What is this? Oh, this is JJ going into the ring. Yeah, JJ was straight into the ring after that.
Yeah.
It was. That's the thing. It's just so annoying to see how, like, okay Deji is. You know what I mean? Like he's.
Oh, as in, you don't mean like happy? You mean as in like not battered?
No, as in like it just looks like he put in the work.
Yeah.
Now it looks like he could do more.
Yeah.
Like when his last fight, you're thinking, bro.
He couldn't stand up, could he?
No.
He went down on a knee at mid-fight, but this time he could go on for 2, 3, 4, 5 more rounds, and that's what you were waiting for. You were like, first round, cool. Next round, you're gonna do a bit better. I didn't get. It was like, when was it gonna happen? When was he gonna start? Like, throwing really. It's a shame, but again, there's potential now though. That's what it's. But then I think the audience, the fans, are going to see. You've had your chance. You've had your chance now. But I think what you're right in saying, maybe go lower now. Then take the.
Well,
event,
it
the
depends
pressure away
what he's
from
doing
you.
it for.
Yeah.
If he really is now, just wanting to get, like, he wants to just prove himself in the boxing world. He's not going, I'm an entertainer. I'm doing this for, like, a bit of fun, whatever. If he's doing it for, I just firstly want to win, secondly want I want to prove myself as a boxer.
Yeah.
Take a fight that, like, the clout, the exposure isn't there, the money's not there. Take it for yourself, because it might also help. Because apparently, like, I think he's a lot better in sparring than he was in the fight.
Mm.
So if he's lower in an undercard, it's not this huge event that he's got to, live up to.
Not make or break. You're just fighting.
Yeah. He's on the undercard. It's kind of like, cool. So a lot of people won't even be there in time for it.
Yeah.
Just fight. Get your win. Everyone will go, oh, shit, Deji won.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Oh, now he's fighting again.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's got to win now.
The first fight and the second fight definitely felt like it was right, Deji's a big name. Let's get a big name involved in the fight. Deji's thinking, I'm a big name. Let me get involved in the fight. Make some entertainment, blah, blah, blah. This fight was like, I'm here to fight now.
Yeah.
The focus was on him fighting, and I think he can do it again in the future. And also, like as you say, say Joe Weller and Deji, that's an event that could sell itself on its own. Could be a main event. But how sick would it be to see that on like an undercard? Like how great would it be? I know most fights, the undercards are say people trying to get their record higher, people trying to just journeyman type things, blah blah blah. We're all there to see Anthony Joshua. We're going to see the rest of the fights as well. I think these fights though, the YouTube fights, are better to cram the event with big fights because it's entertainment. We're all happy to see those. So imagine going to a fight and see him. Jake Paul versus KSI. I don't know. Gibb versus Kenny.
Yeah.
Right? But then also seeing Deji versus Joe Weller. Vidal fighting a pro fighter.
Do you think that ego comes into play? And that's why people won't do it, though?
Yes.
Because people don't want to be on an undercard of something.
For sure. I do think that, yeah.
Because, like...
But your ego has to get checked a certain amount of time, right? Like, if I'm fighting next fight against, I don't know, Halal Ham, right?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be in case I was fighting. Surely
Yeah, but there's also this thing of like, okay, say for example, I fought. Give me someone.
Temper.
Okay, I fought Temper.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, okay, I'm not as big as KSI Jake Paul.
Yeah.
I know I'm not.
Yeah.
But would it do way more for me and
True.
for my money and clout if I fought Temper in a separate event and I'm the headline?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It would.
You can't. Yeah, you could do it. So.
Yeah, because realistically, unless I can knock out Temper in a ridiculous way or I get knocked out, I'm not making any headline over Jake Paul versus KSI.
Maybe they've got to change the marketing then. Maybe we've been doing it all wrong then. Maybe we've been looking at the official way that boxing's been done in the past. Main event, then the undercards. Maybe you've got to switch it. Maybe you've got to change the formatting of it or something. Change the marketing to give Deji and Joe more of the attention. make it. I don't know. I feel
But
like
you can't just give them more attention.
if
if
you're
you're
fights
going-
on at the same time.
Yeah, if you're going to
Yeah.
KSI versus Jake Paul, that's the fight that you are watching.
I know.
You're happy about the other ones, and you're gassed to see them, but that's the main one.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's my advice is if Deji does want to fight again, I think you've got to take a much lower fight, less clout, less money, and just do it for you.
Well, you've seen like take away the fight, so take away the loss right here. Deji's probably changed his life here now. You know, like we know he had bad habits. Like I mean, many of I got bad habits. But imagine if I could have got out of that by fighting. What are you gonna go back now to just not stay in shape? Nah, stay in shape, man. Like keep training, keep sparring,
100%.
and then see what happens. And maybe you don't have to fight again. Maybe you do have to fight again. But at least you're gonna change the way you live and improve yourself for the better. You know, he looks better, doesn't he? Like, he got a trim. He looks sick. He looks really good, didn't he? I was like, wow, look at Deji, man. He's
got a trim. He's in shape.
Yeah.
Like this ain't the Deji of a year ago.
No, it's not. You know, you've changed your life. You know, good. I feel like he had less yes man now.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like he had the better camp now. A lot of again, you know, a lot of people before are just trying to get in with Deji, aren't they? Trying to think like, oh, look, let's improve our clout by getting attached to Deji. When really, no. What you need is you need to win him the fight, like train him. You know, you're not there for you.
You need to tell him if he's doing shit. Tell him he's doing shit.
Yeah. And JJ was lucky with that regard, wasn't he? He found the right people for his camps. You know, many times. He didn't have yes men. He had people who told him what it was and how it is.
Yeah, for sure.